Hey everybody, my name is Tori Ramsey, and I'm one of your procurement buyers here on campus. Today, I'm going to give you a quick introduction on how to create a requisition from a non-catalog form in our new system, TrueBlue Fusion. This will give you an idea of what the home screen of TrueBlue Fusion will look like. Remember, this is an early preview to give an idea of the environment, but the core steps of a requisition are the same as they are in our current system. When you sign in with your credentials, you will see your name at the top and the applications that you will have access to. In this case, I need to go to the Procurement tab, then Purchase Requisitions, because I want to create a new requisition. If I want to look at requisitions I've already created, I can go over here to My Requisitions, but I want to create a brand new one and need to click over here instead. This takes me to the self-service procurement page. I can search over in this field bar or in the search bar for items available via punch-out, but today I need to order an item not available here. I need to create a requisition from scratch, so I'll actually scroll down to non-catalog requests right here. For products not available via punch-out, you will need a non-catalog form. As you can see, other types of requests will also be available here at the bottom. Once here, you can begin filling out the form, very similar to how it is currently done in MT Source. You'll work your way down, completing the item description. I want to order monitors from CDW per quote 12345. Remember that whatever you enter in this field is what the supplier sees in the final PO, so make it as detailed as possible. This should default to goods down here, but you'll need to select the category of the item. I can type in computer purchases, but I can also scroll through to see other options. I will then enter my quantity, in this case 2, and then my unit of measure in eaches. Again, you can scroll through and see other options if needed. Price I'm going to use is $99.99. And then I will let it default to USD, which is most likely what you will be using anyway. Other currency options will be available, though, if needed. If the supplier and the item are tied to a purchasing agreement, it should be available here for you to select. For this purchase, I will be selecting an agreement from CDW, which will populate the supplier and the supplier site. Then I can select the contact that will receive the PO. If I have a supplier item number, I can enter that here. Next, I need to select if this is a fixed asset, which in this case is no. And I'll skip this part, but I'll answer if an SRA was reviewed for the contract. Again, also no. I'll add any notes here to the supplier if needed. And then I will actually select if I want this to go to the supplier or to internal to the requisition, which with me attaching a quote, I want this to go to the supplier. A quote is needed for goods and are typically sent to the supplier with your PO as confirmation of what is being ordered. And you can drag and drop it right here. Or you can enter the URL link if you ordered from an online catalog. Once you are all done, you'll go back up to the top and you'll add to cart. This green box will appear. It will give you options to view your cart or create another request. In this case, I want to view my cart. And then at this point, you can see at a high level what I have decided to order. So I can edit my line details. I can edit the delivery and billing details if needed. Duplicate this if desired. Or delete if I end up having too many line items. The final step before submitting is to add my charge account information, which is going to be critical for billing purposes. I'll go to the pencil up here that's next to Requisition Summary, which will open the page to add that information. Here I can add additional information, including a description for the requisition. So in this case, I've ordered monitors for our senior buyer. So I can put who that's for, and then I can also put justification here if needed. You probably won't touch these fields unless you need to schedule further out or if it's an urgent purchase. If this is a part of a project, I can select the project number here. Since this is not, I'm going to actually back this out. I'm going to leave that blank and I'm going to come down here to charge count. The charge account is what will replace our index numbers. It'll be the same function, just a different name. I can select my favorite charge account number if it's appropriate, and in this case it is, but I can also enter a charge account number if it needs to be different. You can click Enter Charge Account Number, then click on the box to select the combination you need. This may look a little overwhelming at first, but keep in mind that you should have the information you need for your account code, and you would just need to match it here. For this demo, for example, I know that I need 90,000 for my organization. And then I can type in 74510 for supplies as my account code. This narrows down my list considerably to what I need. So then from this point, I can manually select, click Apply, which will populate the information in the field for me. I will select No for sole source. And if I need to add additional notes to the supplier or another attachment, I can do that here at the bottom. Once completed, I can go back up to the top and update. I am now at the point where all my information should be entered and ready to go. Once I've checked and confirmed all information is correct, which it looks like it is here, I can finally click Submit. You may get a warning about available funding, but you can go ahead and proceed. The green box will pop up again, confirming that the requisition has been processed. We have now completed a non-catalog requisition. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.